Hey guys, my name's Joel and welcome to my brand new channel, Gear 3rd Manga Reviews. Now as the title suggests, this is where I will be doing manga reviews, because there is nothing more glorious in this world than a backwards comic book. Now these reviews will range from short chapter reviews to long, complete series reviews. I'll also be doing discussions videos, pickups videos, and pretty much anything else I want to talk about. And, this won't exclusively be a manga channel. I will also have some anime reviews, some movie reviews, and reviews of other things that interest me, or, me just talking in front of the camera about crap. So following the footsteps of many others on YouTube, I decided that the first thing I'll do for this new channel is to show off a manga collection video to give you guys an idea of the type of stuff I read, also give you my brief thoughts on these series. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so starting off with the first row, this whole shelf is done alphabetically. We have Assassination Classroom. Now this is a fairly recent manga. Several volumes have been released in Japan, but the first 4 are out here in North America, so this is up to date. Assassination Classroom is really awesome. I got introduced to it when the anime aired this January, and I really wanted to read the manga because I heard a lot of it has been released. Now currently I'm only on volume 2. I only got 3 and 4 today, so I still need to read those, but hopefully I will really enjoy it because I can definitely see this one becoming one of my favorites. So next up we have the mega hit that no one would shut up about when the anime was airing, Attack on Titan. Now this is actually the first manga that I started reading because after I finished the Attack on Titan anime, I'm like, well, what the crap? There's gotta be more, right? And I'm like, oh yeah, there is more. So let me get the manga. And now all you scrubs who only saw the anime, you're only like up to here, and there's like all this. Now personally, I think Attack on Titan is kind of overrated, especially the anime. But this arc right here, the arc that just got started, I'm up to date reading online. But it's some good stuff. It's some really good stuff. That female Titan stuff, kind of overrated. But even though some of the parts aren't as good as others, I still really enjoy this, and it's one of my favorites. And here we have Attack on Titan Junior High, one of the spin-offs. It's like a parody comedy spin-off with all the characters going to junior high school. And it's probably, despite what I say about anything else, it's probably the most amazing manga I own. Next up, Blue Exorcist. I read these a while ago, actually, and I enjoyed them, but I don't really feel the need to get more. They were good, but they weren't amazing. I think in the future I will reread these, and if I feel like I want to read more, then I will get more. Next up we have Durarara, which I think is amazing. However, I'm in no rush to get the manga for the simple fact that the anime is miles ahead of this in terms of story. The updates have been slow, and the first novel is finally releasing in English, or, officially, this summer, which I will probably get instead of continuing the manga. I know the manga has more detail than the anime, because it's, directly based off the novels, but, yeah, I'd rather just read the novels, but who knows, maybe I'll get some more at some point. Next up is this beast, Full Metal Alchemist. Yeah, we have 1 up to 25 there. Down here we have 26 and 27. Full Metal Alchemist is currently my favorite manga. It's also Brotherhood is my favorite anime. It's absolutely fantastic. I will definitely be making videos talking about this one. It's so good. Pretty much everything about it is perfect, in my opinion anyway. And it's absolutely amazing. I think if you are starting off getting into manga, this is a must-own. I also got this in the box set, which is a really cheap way to get it, and really awesome. The box set I got also comes with one of the light novels, The Ties That Bind, which is, it's nothing like the normal story, but it's still really good, especially if you are interested in the series. Next up I have No Matter How I Look At It. This is a really stupid long title. Otherwise known as Motek. This is an interesting piece of literature. Motek is kinda nuts. I know this is probably one of the more polarizing manga I own. I know some people really hate this series, but I personally love it. I think it's hilarious. Even though I probably shouldn't think it's hilarious. You probably think I'm a horrible person. It's basically about a girl with horrible social anxiety and the miserable shenanigans as she tries to be popular. And it's amazing. It is freaking hilarious. There's like 7 volumes out. Is it a crime that I do not have more? Next up, we have this right here, which is Romance Dawn, which is the one-shot that created One Piece. Very, very special Probably the rarest thing I own, simply because it came with the One Piece box set, the first one, and I believe that is the only way you can get it. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's the only way you can get it. And it's really cool just to see how this massive series got started. It's just some small little story. Speaking of One Piece... Ooh! Oh, yeah. Oh, that's some good stuff right there. One Piece, my friggin' second favorite manga. Oh, man. One Piece is friggin' huge, but there is a reason for it. One Piece is absolutely excellent, and if you were worried about getting into the series, I can say right here that you will not be disappointed if you do. Here we got East Blue, we got Brocade Works, we got Skypiea, we got Water 7. Down here, we got more Water 7, Thriller Bark, Sabality, Impel Down, Paramount War, New World. Yeah! I have more volumes that I'll show you in a minute, just because it's really difficult to store all of this amazingness of One Piece. And I will definitely have videos talking about this in the future. But One Piece is so good. Everything is incredible. The story is amazing. The characters are amazing. It's all excellent. Always exciting, except for a couple things. Everything is connected. Plot lines from Volume 2 are still relevant in Volume 70. It's so awesome. But I could sit here all day just talking about it. And also, before you ask me, I do not own the other big three. I don't own Naruto or Bleach. However, I am planning on getting them eventually, hopefully this summer. And I hope that I will enjoy them as much as One Piece, as other people do. Then here we got Soul Eater, which is the second manga I started reading. Mainly because the anime kind of had a kind of crap ending, and I found that it was just because it was a non-canon filler ending, and the manga keeps going and going and going. The anime kind of ends like around here-ish, and maybe to Volume 12, I can't quite remember. And this is basically the entire series. Volume 25 actually very recently came out, so I was able to complete the series, and I absolutely love Soul Eater. It's funny, it's awesome, the characters are hilarious. Death the Kid, man, he's like the friggin' greatest character in anything. And Soul Eater is just awesome, and I love reading all the stuff that wasn't in the anime to find out, you know, what actually happens. And also, I really like how near the end, they made, when it was in the final arc, they made the volumes get darker and darker until they're black, kind of showing off, you know, how crazy things are getting. I also really enjoyed how it ended. If you're still reading and you're worried about it having a crap ending, it doesn't. The ending is absolutely awesome. Moving on to the top of this shelf here, no longer in alphabetical order because this is where I just store my bigger volumes. In case you're interested, these are some old Nintendo Power issues, some 3DS games. I got some, you know, figures around here and whatnot. Anyway, so we got the first Visbig of Dragon Ball. Now, the Visbigs, for those who don't know, are these awesome, amazing manga volumes that contain 3, sometimes 4 volumes in one. This is the first one for Dragon Ball, the classic series by Akira Toriyama that inspired so many other manga. We have the first 3 volumes right here. I don't have the rest of Dragon Ball. Definitely on the top priority. This is definitely what I'm going to be focusing on collecting right now. And here we of course have the part 2 of Dragon Ball Z, which is obviously the most popular one, just because the anime, I believe, got dubbed before Dragon Ball, and it aired on American television first. Now, I hate to admit it, but I did read all of Dragon Ball Z before reading Dragon Ball, but either way, I absolutely loved Dragon Ball Z. My third favorite manga. It's so enjoyable, it's so fast-paced and so exciting. I think it ends at the perfect time, right before it got, you know, a bit repetitive with, you know, powering up every... And the art, of course, is amazing. Akira Toriyama has inspired so many, and the fact that he continues to work on Dragon Ball stuff is fascinating. It's such a good series. While the anime may turn some people off now with its, you know, older animation and stuff, the manga perfectly holds up, you know, even though it's from the 80s and 90s. It's still excellent, and I highly recommend you check it out. Next up, we have the first Visbig for Ryuuni Kenshin. Like Dragon Ball Z, there are 9 of these. And I don't want to read it until I get more, because I heard it's really good. So if I get hooked on it, then I'm afraid that I will be very disappointed when I run out. Right here, we have some other stuff. This is the first light novel for Log Horizon, recently released in North America. Log Horizon's awesome, man. It's something good. It's really good. We have the Blu-ray of the Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood OVA collection, which, you know, isn't necessary to own, but it's very cheap. and it has a lot of really hilarious things in it for Fullmetal Alchemist fans. We have the first two collections of the One Piece anime. That's up to episode 52, which is, I believe, right when the East Blue arc ends. Star Wars A New Hope, completely unrelated, but still an amazing movie. And here we have the rest of One Piece I own. Volume 63 is in my school bag, because that's the one I'm reading right now. So yeah, I have not read past Volume 63 of One Piece. So I will basically, the rest of One Piece I read, I will be, talking about, discussing it. And once I get up to date with One Piece, I will of course be bringing you guys some weekly chapter reviews. And the last one we have is the first, or I should say first two volumes of Vinland Saga. The North American releases 2 volumes in one, these giant hardcover editions. I read this and it was amazing. I honestly need to get more, because I hear it just gets better and better. It's this amazing story about Vikings. It's so cool. The first volume was insane. It was nuts, and I really want to read more. So what I'm going to do with this is that I will do individual, I guess, book reviews. So I'll go back, reread this, do a review at some point, and then every time I get a new one, I'll talk about it. There's 5 out now, and I believe we'll have 2 more by the end of the year. So that's really exciting and really something to look forward to. So here's my complete manga collection. Currently sitting at 178 volumes. I've been collecting since last July, and I have big plans for it. There are a lot more I want to get. Like I said, Naruto, Bleach, I want to get Bakuman, I want to get Death Note, I want to get a whole bunch of other stuff. So from now on, every time I get new volumes, I will do a pickups video, once every couple months, maybe even monthly, it depends on how many I get. And just expect to see a lot more videos of me, talking about these manga. It's also worth mentioning that these aren't the only manga I've read. I've read Fairy Tail, I've read Yamada-kun and the Seven Witches, and I've read Battle Royale. So those are the ones I may talk about. I generally don't like to read manga online if there are physical copies available, but for, some of them like Battle Royale, which are like impossible to get now, I'll have to read them online. So with that, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're just finding this video for the first time, then leave a comment below. Let me know what you think, give me some recommendations, and I will see you guys in the next video.